Hey everybody, it's Chris here from Property Abundance, and I just wanted to do a quick video today because I've been asked a lot lately, should I run serviced accommodation in London? Is that worth doing? Well, my short answer to this question is yes, absolutely. This is a game changer strategy. It's how I built my business to 7 figures in the first 2 years of operations just from that strategy alone. Now, there's a few things you do need to know about running service accommodation in London to make sure that you do it effectively. But before I do that, I just want to give you a quick pan round here. We're actually out on our Thailand bootcamp retreat. That's my business partner, Sam, back there. And a couple of our clients here, just enjoying a few cocktails on board a boat in the stunning setting of Thailand. We're out here celebrating their success. Oh, we got some food arriving as well. But every year we run this bootcamp to make sure everyone has a very clear goal set for the next year. Now, should you run serviced accommodation in London? Well, look, the short answer, guys, is yes, but with a few things that you need to know. So the first thing is you may have heard people talking about the 90-day rule. Now, if you don't know what the 90-day rule is, basically this is a rule that prevents people from running short lets for more than 90 days in a given period of time, or in a 12-month period, I should say. And basically it means that if you go over that, then you are in breach of the rule. Now, we need to unpack it a little bit to actually understand this. So firstly, what is a short let? Well, a short let is anything that's less than 28 days in duration. Now, if it's not less than 28 days, it doesn't actually count towards your 90-day allocation. So it doesn't count as a short let. So if you can focus your properties on the longer term lets, the month or more, or you can get repeat guests that are coming Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, Monday to Friday, the kind of business travel, and just block out the calendar for one long stay for them. Or you can use your 90-day allocation to fill in the gaps in between your longer term bookings. So, for example, we do a lot of work with contractors in my own business, and they are generally staying for several weeks at a time. Let's say like 6 weeks here, 7 weeks here, 8 weeks here. They're really good long-term bookings. But then we have gaps in between these long-term bookings, and that's where we use our 90-day allocation to fill in these gaps in between. So that way we never exceed the rule because we don't actually go over 90 days. Now, that's one way you can do it. You can focus on these longer term bookings, business travel where they're coming back to the same place. Now, if you know anything about me, if you know about my story, I actually started my property business when I was working full-time at PwC as a management consultant. And I was spending kind of every single week, I was away Monday to Friday in the same old boring hotel. Literally Monday to Friday for 9 months at a time. So those kind of bookings, if you can get them into your serviced accommodation, are really, really valuable bookings for you, because that means that you've got secured 4 nights a week booking for an entire 9-month period. Now, again, if you can incentivize those people and offer them cheaper weekend rates as well, so that they can leave their things. If they're a team that travel with equipment, having a very discounted weekend rate that you can offer them as well, so that they stay 7 days a week and they book the entire time, is another great way of getting these really long-term bookings in that actually don't count towards your 90-day allocation as well. So there's a couple of ways you can do it there. Now, the third way I want to talk to you about today is using what we call the mix model. So the mix model is where we can start to take out the low season and rent it on a 6-month tenancy to somebody on a more traditional let. And we do that through the 6 through the 6 kind of worst months of the year, which is the winter months. And then for the 6 to 9 of the highest season months, we then use our AirBNBs, our Booking.coms, and our TripAdvisors and our Verbos and our Expedias, all the big online travel agents to actually start to fill those properties as well. I'm just getting really distracted here because some food's arrived, so we've just had some food served here, which looks really nice. Smells even better. So yeah, a couple of ways you can do that. Now, if you don't know who you should be listing with, it should be first of all Airbnb. Now, technically, from a practical point of view, they are also the only ones who enforce the 90-day rule. So that's where you have a 90-day allocation that from a technical perspective, you're going to be prevented from taking more bookings. Booking.com don't, Expedia don't, TripAdvisor don't, Verbo don't. Now, will they in the future? Who knows? Maybe they will. but right now they don't. And there's 3 ways that you can comply with the 90-day rule and still continue to build a very successful service accommodation business in London. Following the exact same strategies that I did. I started with a mix of tourist models. I then progressed my business into a more of a work model. Now we focus pretty much on contractors and the long-term like contractor stays who are staying for big projects like infrastructure projects and building projects. So if you want to learn a bit more about that, we're actually offering some free strategy calls at the moment. You can speak to one of my team, and on that call, it'll be about half an hour. We'll help you get very clear on where you are right now, where you want to go, and your next steps to get you there, and how we can help you. Now look, on these calls, there's obviously no obligation for anything, but if you want to get some free advice, you want to get some help with where you want to get to in 2023, make sure you get one of those strategy calls booked in with my team, and I'll see you on the next video. Take care.